Wiz coming through. I think they were playing that one.
So those are your games in the local area. Asheville and North Buncombe is the Thursday night game. We do have a bunch of other games on the board that aren't showing up as Thursday night games. So I'm assuming they're all Friday as well. Looking online, it looks like they're all Friday. It looks like Alexander Central. I got that on board. High Brightness tonight. I need to change that one and add that as a Thursday night ball game. But other than that, it does look like everything is Friday. Let's do that right here.
Kevin, we have some teams that are playing actually on Saturday.
Oh, we do.
And we have some that are playing on Tuesday of next week.
Well, let me look. Go ahead, Dennis, if you got any information on that.
Saturday you've got the not our local teams, but you've got South Wake Lions are playing at the North Wake Saints on Saturday. But on Tuesday, the Wake Prep takes on the North Wake Saints. So evidently these look like charter school games, and they may be a little bit more flexible scheduling-wise than the regular lineups that we cover.
Yeah, I don't have anyone in our area playing Saturday or Monday. I just checked across the board, so good thing on that one, Dennis. That'd have been a good thing to note on our board if I needed to.
Well, we didn't want to make this a nightly show that we're doing.
That is true. So let's go over our broadcast for folks online. Burns and Cherville tonight. You can listen on 1590 AM, 92.9 FM, and on YouTube Live, audio only with Tom and Matt Royster on that one. Shelby at East Gas tonight, Brent Pasco and Jeff Johns. We'll have highlights for that on tomorrow's Red Zone and postgame shows. So tomorrow, the Red Zone channel will be 7:30 to 9:45. Shannon Allen will join me for that. So we'll have highlights from tonight plus live highlights of tomorrow, including Polk County at East Rutherford. So 107.5 FM, 1320 AM with Paul Foster, Chip Carter, and Jonathan Bland. We will have highlights of that one. And we'll have highlights of West Iredale at North Lincoln from the Lincoln County Game of the Week tomorrow night with David Potter and Scott Tudor. And don't forget the post-game show brought to you by CSI Mechanical, live until 11:45. Start at 10 o'clock on the internet, no matter if the radio games or not. We'll start around 10 for that, folks. So stay tuned for all that. Of course, tonight, kickoff show, we're live till 6:30. And then we've got live football tonight going on after that here on KTC Broadcasting. Again, Shelby and East Gaston tonight, Burns at Cherville tonight on KTC. All right, let's look, Dennis. Let's pull up the standings real quick and go over those for the folks.
Sure.
At home and everywhere else that are wondering exactly what's going on in the standings, guys.
Yeah, it's getting down towards the nitty gritty here.
Yeah, and this last week, especially in this 1A, 2A conference, is going to produce the champion in that conference.
Well, the trouble is, Zach, some of these teams might be looking ahead to next week and could trip up tonight, and that would really change things as far as some of these standings that Kevin's going to post for us.
See, I was trying to get our pretty faces up on the board, but it doesn't look like I have that set up. So you'll have to do without, folks. All right, let's look at here. We're going to first look at the 1A Mountain Foothills 1A 2A with Brevard in first place at 4-0, 6-2 overall. Polk County 3-1, 4-4 overall. East Rutherford 3-2, 4-5 overall. Dennis, if they win tonight, 4-2 in the conference, 5-5 overall of the season. What a comeback to get to 5. To get to 4 wins is great. To get to 5 wins at 500 is fantastic for that East Rutherford program.
Well, especially considering what's going on up there at that program.
Exactly.
A little bit.
So if they can pull off the win tonight over Polk, they'd move to 4-2 in second place in the conference. Hendersonville and Chase are 2-2, 3-5 for Hendersonville. Chase 5-3 overall. RS Central 1-4, 2-6. Patton 0-4, 0-8 in that conference. So there's you some Mountain Foothills 1A 2A. So East Rutherford tonight again. So second place and third place. They're battling for second place tonight. Brevard. I don't know if they beat Polk County yet, but they have beat East Rutherford. Let's check on Polk's schedule real quick, see if they have beat Brevard. Nope, they still got to play Brevard. So Polk wins tonight, and then they get Brevard. So they could Polk still has a shot at first place in the conference if they can pull off 2 big wins here at the end of the season.
It looks like that East Rutherford game's going to be a real competitive game tonight based on their records and their points for and points against.
So let's now look over the 1A, 2A Southern Piedmont Football 2A Conference. Whoops, that's way zoomed out. That's the one we're looking for. All right, Shelby and Burns 4-0 overall
Yeah, big showdown coming.
in the conference. If Shelby can hold on to one night and knock East Gaston off.
Or can East Gaston play spoiler?
They've got they've got a home game tonight. They've got a good team.
Yep.
If you remember, it was 35-34 late at Burns last week. They are not. This is not a gimme game by no means. I don't think nobody thinks it is. I think this is going to be a competitive game tonight.
Very interesting game. I'm interested to see. This is a good measurement of where Shelby's actually at. You know, playing a really good Crest, a really good Kings Mountain team. I don't know exactly where that puts you. This will let Burns know exactly where they're at because they played East Gaston last week. So it'd be a good measuring stick for all these teams as where all three of these teams are tonight.
What was Shelby's other loss? I know they lost those two that you just brought up. What was the other loss that Shelby had? Do you remember? They lost the first three out of the gate, but I can't remember what that third game was. I want to say it was AC
Kings Mountain, AC Reynolds. Crest on the board, and then they beat Olympic.
Okay.
So, well, Kevin, that brings up in the other part of that bracket, two of your alma maters, Cherryville and Bessemer City.
Now, it is a split. Now, Polk County gets the 1 seed out of that other one.
Yeah.
No matter what, they're the only 1A in that one, but they may not be able to get the 1A. I don't know if there was something agreed to.
But
on
those
that.
teams are not out of the playoffs. I mean, like you said, it's a split conference. Right. So if you're from Cherryville, tonight's game against Burns is very important because Bessemer City is 2-3. And if Bessemer City can pull off a win, maybe they get to be the 1 seed in that conference.
Well, Bessemer does have a bye this week. Cherryville, they're going to be playing next week, Dennis, for that 1 seed. And usually they don't get, whoever gets that 1 seed isn't really too high up on the seed. And even Bessemer went 9-2 or 1 year, a few years ago, they had them at like an 8 or 7. So I don't know where they'll put them at. Somewhere I'm guessing 6-12 or 6-10.
They will get a home game if
but they're in the playoffs, Kevin.
Yeah, the 1 seed, whoever the 1 seed will get 2 home games. More than likely. More than likely. As long as everything works out, I think. As long as the fuzzy math works out on that end. All right, let's go to then. Let's see, Bessemer, and they played. So I'm jumping around here. Some local teams here. Let's find. Nope, not that one. We'll go to the Big South since that's the only one on there I can jump to real quick. How about the standings in the Big South 3A? And the Kings Mountain and Crest are 5-0 in the conference together, and they're going to be playing the end of the season as well in a big matchup. First, they got to get through this week, and they both got Kings Mountain's at Ashbrook and Crest got Huss. So they got some Gaston County opponents this week. Both 8-0. Ashbrook and Huss are both 3-2. So let's say Cleveland County wins tonight, and they go to 3-3. North Gaston needs a win over Kramer. If South Point beats Varsity, Dennis, we have a 4-way, and I know the folks can't see it yet, 4-way tie at 3-3 in the Big South going into the last week of the season.
That conference in that middle was all those teams were pretty equal, pretty competitive. If you remember, beating each other back and forth.
Well, not only will all those teams play each other, Stuart Kramer and Varsity still have to play each other too. And somebody will have to get a win in that game. So every single game in the conference next week could have huge implications for the winners and losers of those games.
Kevin, the consequences of that are then you'd have to go play one of those top teams again.
Right. So you got at some point you'll have to play Crest and Kings Mountain on the road again. But yeah, if that works out, we could have a 4-way tie in the Big South for a 3rd through 6th. And then a 0-6 Kramer and a 0 Forest, you could be playing for who's not last place in the conference next week too. So every game could be exciting for all the fans across the board.
That South Point team sitting there, they're down there at 2-3 in the conference, but they're 275 points for, 203 points against. They're the one down there that's the oddball out, really.
Those ones sitting there over 200 and something points, you start to worry about them on the defensive end. All right, let's go over to, let's see. Now we had, who else?
We still got to do that Hickory
conference. We'll get to them, let's see if I can jump easily to them without doing some no, it's not going to work like I want to. So we still got East Gaston and Hickory's conference, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the last one we haven't done?
East Lincoln and Hickory, yeah.
I said East Gaston, didn't I? So East Lincoln, we go.
And we probably, We got to look at the West Lincoln Conference too, don't we?
Right. We got the 2 Lincoln County conferences to take care of. So let me jump over here. We're going to start in the 3A, Western Foothills 3A, where Hickory and Statesville are both 5-0 in the conference.
We talked about that Statesville team possibly could hang around, and they did. We remember when that Hickory beat East Lincoln, we said the one that could be there is that Statesville team.
They started poorly, but came back, and now look at them.
Yep. So this is
5-0 in
again,
the league,
Kevin. We're going to have an end of the year matchup. It's going to be a head-to-head, and one of them teams is going to have to come out on top.
Well, look at East Lincoln, defending state champion. They're 3-2 in the league.
If East Lincoln and North handle business tonight, they'll both be 4-2 next week. And if that happens, they'll be fighting over that 3 seed, and one will be crossing their fingers and hoping and praying that the RPI math works out. They sneak in as the 30 or 31 or 32 seed, Dennis.
Yeah, it's better to do that than that coin flip. They don't make a 3-sided coin. You know?
So East and North next week we could be playing for somebody's in the playoffs, somebody's out. The defending state champions could get knocked out of the playoffs next week before they start by their rivals. So what a game we could have next week. We're supposed to have that game on the LincolnCounty.com game of the week. We'll hopefully still have that one because Lincoln and West do play each other as well. So that's a big game in that conference. So West Iredale and North Iredale, they need big wins this week to stay alive.
Were they playing each other? I don't remember.
Do what?
I was looking
West
for
Iredale's at North Lincoln.
Oh, yeah. And then East Lincoln's got North Iredale.
Yeah.
So, yep.
So they've got to fight off some.
They got the Lincoln County
kind
matchups.
of former posts. And don't forget in this conference, too, Stevens and Ford still got to play each other next week to not go winless. So we got two conferences trying not to go winless in the conference. They're overall, at least in the other conference, they got 1 win, Dennis. These two are 0-8 overall. Could be 0-9 after tonight. So every game next week in this conference, it could be something as well.
As a former player, Kevin.
Yes. Well, I played in all those games.
How would you feel if you lost that game?
I have lost that game.
That's why I asked you.
Well, yeah. I mean,
politely.
Well, it's just like I said, looking at our schedule and how they set us up, we knew, going into the season which games you can win. So the ones, if you do lose those games, that they are a little disappointing to you. So you guys got move on, get ready for basketball, I guess. Let's see. This is I forgot. We're doing standings. You don't want to see the North Lincoln schedule, do you? How about back over to the Catawba Valley Foothills standings real quick before we take our first break? Bunker Hill is in first place now, 5-0, 8-0 in the conference. West Lincoln and Lincoln, like I said, they could be fighting now for second place next week.
And Lincoln's got Maiden this week.
Yeah, Lincoln's got to beat Maiden, and then West has got to win at East Burke, and East Burke give everybody a good run this year. They're not a pushover. So if both of those teams do win, we can have 5-1 versus 5-1 going for second and third in that one. And Maiden could be just sitting on the outside looking in. Well, one of them's going to lose, so Maiden's got to win tonight. So
they're playing Lincoln, and
right.
It's not looking good.
Lincoln is much improved. They had some hiccups earlier in the season. They are much improved. Got a friend that coaches on that team, and they got a talented quarterback on that team. They're going to put up some points this week, I believe.
It's they got a fun matchup that next week. I don't know who Maiden finishes with off the top of my head. They might finish with Bunker Hill. I guess I could click on that.
I think Bunker Hill had 2 of the easier last 2 games from what I heard. They pretty much had the 1 seed sewed up if they hold serve.
Maiden finishes with Newton Conover. I should have known that rivalry next week for Newton Conover. All right, we're going to take a break. And when we come back, we're going to talk the top 10. And then we're going to preview this week's local games. We're going to get out of here again. Remember, folks, we're only on here till 6:30 tonight. 6:30 on the Witherspoon Insurance of Shelby pregame show. And then we've got live football coming up right after on KTCBroadcasting.com.
I'm Calvin Hastings, and I want to invite you to join myself along with Captain Ron this Saturday, October 21st from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. for the Big Fall Sale Cruise-In at the Great Outdoors in Cherryville. We'll be there with free hot dogs, chips, and soft drinks from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. Plus, register to win some great prizes, too, including Renaissance Festival tickets, Southern Christmas Show tickets, free DVD movies, free T-shirts, free rounds of golf, and much more. Plus, check out the cars at the Cruise-In. and check out the great specials during the Big Fall Sale at the Great Outdoors. Save on guns, ammunition, rod and reels, safes, Camus boats, and a great selection of apparel for men, women, and children. Do your Christmas shopping early, so come join us for the fun this Saturday, October 21st from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. for the Fall Sale Cruise-In at the Great Outdoors. Highway 150 East in Cherryville, right behind McDonald's, online at teamgreatoutdoors.com.
It's this Saturday, October 21st, the annual Mush Music and Mutts Festival in Uptown Shelby. It's North Carolina's official Liver Mush Festival. Events include the Dancing Fleas at 9:30 a.m., the North Carolina Year of the Trail opening ceremony and ribbon cutting. Also, the Biscuit Eaters Family Bluegrass Band, the Muddy Boots Bluegrass Band, and the Pack Jam Bluegrass Ramblers. And on the main stage, sponsored by the Albemarle Corporation, it's the Java Band, Larry and Joe, Shadowgrass, and Dirty Grass Soul, presented by Walker Woodworking. Plus, Liver Mush Eating Contest, the Rollover Pets Costume Contest, and the parade. The Cornerstone Dental Associates Kids Zone. The event is free and well-behaved pets are welcome. Don't miss it this Saturday, October 21st, the annual Mush Music and Mutts Festival in Uptown Shelby. For more information, go to NorthCarolinaLiverMushFestival.com. It's time to suit up in your new team uniform from Bradley's in Shelby. Select from sublimated or screen printed, and Bradley's does all types of embroidery. From polos to caps to blankets to bags, Bradley does it all, and they can do signs, banners, and magnets too. Plus, they can even wrap or letter up your vehicle or trailer. Remember Bradley's for all your advertising specialty needs. Bradley's, 2522 West Dixon Boulevard, Highway 74 west of Shelby. Online at bradleysports.net. Like them on Facebook too.
For nearly 50 years, the K family at Numbers Bookkeeping and Income Tax Service have been taking care of your bookkeeping and income tax needs in Shelby, Cleveland County, and the surrounding area. They feature a staff of enrolled agents and registered tax return preparers to make sure you get every advantage you deserve. That's Numbers Bookkeeping and Income Tax Service, 707 South Lafayette Street in Shelby. Give them a call at 704-484-2783. Online at numbersofshelby.com. They are there for you. I'm Calvin Hastings, and I would invite you to join me along with Captain Ron as we broadcast live this Friday, October 20th from 1 to 5 p.m. at Capper's Inn off Highway 161 and I-85 in Kings Mountain. It's during their first annual Trunk and Treat RV Show. Come join us for free hot dogs, chips, and soft drinks. Plus, we'll have some great giveaways, too, including tickets to the Renaissance Festival, tickets to the Southern Christmas Show, Charlotte Hornet basketball tickets, free rounds of golf at the Kings Mountain Country Club, movie passes, T-shirts, and more. Plus, Campers Inn will be giving away some great prizes, too. And you can save thousands of dollars on 2022 and 2023 models with financing available. So plan now to join us this Friday, October 20th, 1 to 5 p.m. for their big first annual Trunk and Treat RV Show. Open 9 to 6 on Friday, 9 to 5 on Saturday, 12 to 4 on Sunday for this special event, October 20th, 21st, and 22nd. Campers Inn, 615 Broadway Drive at the Highway 161 South I-85 intersection in Kings Mountain. Honda's lineup of CRFF trail bikes has ignited a passion for riders everywhere. And for 2023, they just keep getting better. That includes the CRF 50 and 110F, perfect for those riders just starting out. The CRF 125F and 125F Big Wheel, right size for younger teens and smaller adults. And the CRF 250F, a fun trail bike that's earned the Honda name. See them all today at Honda Motorcycles of Shelby, 4402 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, and we'll see you on the trails. Having some friends over, maybe a big family get-together, or maybe a special treat for yourself. No matter what the occasion is, it's always the right time to invite the Substation 2 in Shelby to the party. You'll find all of your sub favorites along with 3 and 5 foot subs. And be sure to ask about their party trays. Just call 704-482-1220 and find out more. Or come on in for a complete meal on a bun. That's the Substation 2, 611 South Lafayette Street in Shelby. Like them on Facebook too. Open 10 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. Monday through Saturday. It's the all-new Nissan of Shelby, where they do the right thing. First time, every time. Nissan of Shelby now has new management, plus a big new inventory with new prices, giving you a whole new customer experience. Check their amazing lineup. Nissan Rogues and Muranos, and trucks like the Nissan Frontier and Titan, plus a wide range of pre-owned vehicles with special rates and pricing. Come to the all-new Nissan of Shelby, 631 South Post Road, right off Highway 74 East in Shelby. Online at nissanofshelby.com.
All right, welcome back to the Witherspoon Insurance of Shelby pregame show on Thursday night, special edition. Zach Mayhew's in the house tonight for Shannon Allen, and Dennis is here, and myself as always. They couldn't keep us out of here, but I'll see Shannon here in a little bit. He'll be in tomorrow for the Red Zone channel. Let's do the power poll, guys. The power poll.
All right.
Power poll time. If you're listening on the radio, you can't see the screen. You get 4 points for a 4A victory, 3 points for a 3A victory, 2 for a 2A victory, 1 for a 1A victory. For a 4A loss, you lose 0 points. For a 3A loss, you lose 1. For a 2A loss, you lose 2. For a 1A loss, you lose 3 points. So, 40 through 26. Highland, these are teams in Gaston, Cleveland, Rutherford County, Cleveland County, and the teams in their conferences. We got a total of 40 teams. Highland Tech at 40, Jefferson 39, Patton 38, West Conwell 37, Ford 36, St. Stephen's 35, Cherville 34, Kramer 33, Bessemer 32, RS Central 31, East Burke 30, Hendersonville 29, Forest View 28, Newton Conover 27, and East Rutherford 26. Zach, if you'll read 25 through 20, and Dennis 20 through 16 there.
Okay, we got Mountain Island at 25, Polk County at 24, Ashbrook at 23, North Iredell at 22, and Chase at 21.
All right, at number 20 with 4 power points, a 4-4 record, and on defense giving up 175 points, you have North Gaston. At number 19, you have the Lincolnton Wolves with 5 power points, 4-4 record, and giving up 213 points for the year. At number 18, we have the South Point Red Raiders, 5 power points, a 4-4 record, and giving up 203 points so far. At number 17, the Shelby Lions, 5 power points, 5-3 record, giving up a total of 144 points. At number 16, Hunter Huss, 7 power points, 4-4 record, and giving up 182 points for the year.
We got number 15, Community School of Davison, 7 power points, 7-1 on the year, 115 points given up. At number 14, we have the Maiden Blue Devils, 8 power points, 5-3 record, giving up 193 points on the year. At number 13, we have West Iredell, 8 power points, 5-3 record, giving up 180 points on the year. Number 12, we have the Bandish Trojans, 8 power points, 5-3 record, 177 points given up. And then at number 11, we have the North Lincoln Knights at 10 power points, 5-3 record, giving up 151 points on the year.
Well, that brings us to the top 10 in Kevin's poll. Kevin, what have you got for the top 10?
Oh, we already did 15?
Mm-hmm.
I'll let y'all do the top 10 there, too.
Go ahead, Dennis.
All right, at number 10, you have the Burns Bulldogs at 10 power points. Record is 6-2. They've given up 135 points. At number 9, you have the Brevard Blue Devils with 12 power points, 6-2 record, giving up 134 points. At number 8, you have the East Gaston Warriors with 12 power points, a 7-1 record, having only given up 122 points. At number 7, the Statesville Greyhounds, 14 power points, 6-2 record, having given up 137 points. And at number 6, the East Lincoln Mustangs at 15 power points, 6-2 record, having given up 156 points total.
And then we're down to the top 5, and Terry Reinhardt will be happy about this. At number 5, the West Lincoln Rebels, 15 power points, 7-1 on the year, giving up 149 points. At number 4, the Bunker Hill, the only loss that West Lincoln has on their record. Bunker Hill Bears, 17 power points, 8-0, 95 points given up on the year. Then we get into the Cleveland counties. The Crest Chargers, 23 power points at number 3, 8-0, 181 points given up on the season. At number 2, we have the Kings Mountain Mountaineers, 23 power points, 8-0, give up 68 points on the year. And at number 1, we got the Hickory Red Tornadoes, 24 power points, 8-0, giving up 154 points on the year. So competitive games coming up this week and next week to finish out the season to let the playoff get started.
So thank you guys for handling that real quick, getting some of the guys settled at the stadium for tonight's broadcast. So looking at the power poll, the 4 undefeated teams have rose to the top: Hickory, Kings Mountain Crest, and Bunker Hill. West Lincoln, the the highest ranked one-loss team. East Gaston's back there at 8, Community School of Davidson at 15, but West sitting there. And Terry said, Dennis, they were this close
to beat
Bunker Hill and could have been sitting there at 8-0. Let's see, if they were 8-0, they would have about 19 points, so they'd be in fourth. So West would be sitting in fourth as well. So just that close to that. East Lincoln State's 6-2 and 6-7. So and then Burns has moved up there at 10. What the guys are wanting to get to? Let's say. I know the Shelby and Burns fans will know how they get ahead of East Gaston. They built up a lot of wins earlier in the season while you guys are penalized by playing these 1A schools. So you can't get a lot of the 1A victories. A lot of points off those. So you guys got to play catch up when someone else goes 7-1 and you're 5-3 and 6-2. So if Burns wins tonight over Cherryville, they'll have 11 points. But if Shelby wins tonight, East Gaston will back up to 10. And so Burns will be ahead of them. Shelby will still be a few points behind them if they can catch them in the next 2 weeks by defeating them as well. And we'll see how they move on from there. So, Calvin, are we taking one more break before the end of the show? I got to get a signal from him, so we got to check on Brett Pasco is getting signed up to play some commercials. Tom Sinafani is getting signed up to play some commercials as well. So interesting seeing some of these teams where they're at now in the top 25. East Rutherford just right outside the top 25 right now, sitting there. I've had some East Rutherford fans wonder about, the Chase thing. Well, you guys are 4-5 and they're 5-3. So they've accumulated more points. It ain't about Dennis. With an upsets happen. People beat Alabama. Alabama's ranked ahead of them the next week usually. Or anything.
It's that fuzzy math.
This ain't a rankings. This is just standings and math and defense. So.
Kevin, look at that number 5 seed for West Lincoln, and I know they've got a neighbor over there, but they're only seeded number 10. How come we can't get a matchup, non-conference, between West Lincoln and Burns? I think that would be a tremendous matchup for the people in those communities to go see.
It's probably about time with the direction Cherryville and West Lincoln both have went and size of the schools. Cherryville's gotten smaller, West gotten bigger. That's the one thing, Dennis, that's a gate game. You would probably make it up with Burns if you did decide to do that. A nice competitive game. The problem with West and their conference is they have to accumulate wins. If they go 4-4 in their conference or 3-5-2, they still need those other some out of conference wins as well. So that's one thing in that conference who they have to play out of conference. So that's a lot of the reasons I get from that. But you're 100% right. Maybe in 2 years they are in the same conference. They look at these teams as far as distance wise. They're very close. So that would be a nice little conference to have. Calvin, you ready for another break? Okay, so we're going to take one more break. We come back. We're going to predict our local games here on ktcbroadcasting.com.
I'm Calvin Hastings, and I want to invite you to join myself along with Captain Ron this Saturday, October 21st from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. for the Big Fall Sale Cruise-In at the Great Outdoors in Cherryville. We'll be there with free hot dogs, chips, and soft drinks from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. Plus, register to win some great prizes, too, including Renaissance Festival tickets, Southern Christmas Show tickets, free DVD movies, free T-shirts, free rounds of golf, and much more. Plus, check out the cars at the Cruise-In. And check out the great specials during the Big Fall Sale at the Great Outdoors. Save on guns, ammunition, rod and reels, safes, Camus boats, and a great selection of apparel for men, women, and children. Do your Christmas shopping early, so come join us for the fun this Saturday, October 21st from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. for the Fall Sale Cruise-In at the Great Outdoors. Highway 150 East in Cherryville, right behind McDonald's. Online at teamgreatoutdoors.com.
The Don Gibson Theater in Shelby is a 400-seat concert hall, bringing you nationally known acts and musicians who have won Grammys, have gold albums, and won Best of the Year awards. Musicians that you may already have in your collection. From jazz to blues, to comedy acts to bluegrass, along with summer movie series and everything in between. Upcoming acts include the Laughs and Memory Tour featuring the Carolina Band with special guest Mickey Bell, October 26. Tickets just $30. For tickets and information, call 704-487-8114 or stop by the ticket office at 318 South Washington Street in Shelby.
It's truck season at Marburger Chevrolet in Shelby. Comes to the new 2023 Chevy Silverado 1500 Crew Cab RST. Get 0% APR financing for well-qualified buyers, plus no monthly payments for 90 days when you finance with GM Financial. Plus get a $750 cash allowance. Or make every day a getaway with the new 2023 Chevy Equinox. Get 2.1% APR financing for well-qualified buyers or take $1,250 cash allowance. Get yours today at Marburger Chevrolet, 200 West Dixon Boulevard, Shelby.
Hey, I'm Joey Logano, and if you're looking for affordable, quality equipment, James River delivers.
Whether you're mowing your lawn, hauling material, or baling hay, James River has the John Deere mowers, tractors, Gator utility vehicles, and implements you need to get it done fast. Plus, with low-rate financing and big cash rebates, James River makes owning a John Deere just as easy as it is to operate. Request a quote online at jamesriverequipment.com.
James River delivers affordable quality.
You don't want to jump in a cold car on a cold morning and with no heat. Of course not. That's why it's a great idea to have your car's heating system checked over with a stop in at A-Plus Automotive in Shelby. They can do all kinds of heater repair. And remember A-Plus Automotive for all of your automotive repair needs. Talk with Charles Heston and you'll be back on the road in no time at all. That's A-Plus Automotive, 1900 Elizabeth Avenue in Shelby. Open 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Call 704-482-0441 and like them on Facebook too. New at Shelby Meat Discount Grocery. Big new freezers. That means the best selection ever of great things to eat. All kinds of meat, including ribeyes, ribs, hamburgers, and hot dogs, all kinds of steak, fish, and chicken. And they now have absolutely the best price on snow crab legs. Get yours today. Plus, they are stocked full of your favorite vegetables. Also, eggs, butter, and cheese. Come see for yourself at Shelby Meat Discount Grocery. 602 South Lafayette Street in Shelby. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 6. Sundays, 11 to 6. Call 704-482-3952.
This is the month to save on a new carport or enclosed garage at getabuilding.com. Now, for a limited time, take $100 off any carport in stock. But that's not all. Take $200 off any enclosed garage. Come check them out today and save money. GetaBuilding.com has metal carports, garages, storage buildings, sheds, and more. And all come with free delivery. GetaBuilding.com, 1705 South Lafayette Street, Highway 18 South in Shelby. Online at GetaBuilding.com.
When you cast a vote for Kevin Gordon for Cleveland County Commissioner, you are voting for a dedicated and experienced leader with a proven history of providing strategic direction, operational management, best practices, and service excellence. He is a strong advocate for all public safety agencies. He is proficient in maximizing efficiency of county operations and resources. He's a champion of economic development and creation of jobs with almost 40 years of public service. On March 5th, 2024, cast your vote for Kevin Gordon for Cleveland County Commissioner. This announcement paid for by the committee to elect Kevin Gordon, Cleveland County Commissioner. For nearly 50 years, the K family at Numbers Bookkeeping and Income Tax Service have been taking care of your bookkeeping and income tax needs in Shelby, Cleveland County, and the surrounding area. They feature a staff of enrolled agents and registered tax return preparers to make sure you get every advantage you deserve. That's Numbers Bookkeeping and Income Tax Service, 707 South Lafayette Street in Shelby. Give them a call at 704-484-2783. Online at numbersofshelby.com. They are there for you. Have you got a cat? I mean, a good cat? Even if it's the best cat ever, it'll never be able to keep all the mice and rats out of your home. Give a mouse an inch, why, by golly, he'll take a mile. And they can come in anywhere, even the smallest little holes. They're looking for a nice, warm place to snuggle up. Don't let it be at your home. Call H&H Pest Control and Waterproofing at 704-482-2847. Online at hhpci.com. Like them on Facebook, too. You know, for 41 years, S&M Sports Shop in Shelby has been serving our area with the finest in sporting goods. That's why they're known as the Athlete's Choice. And no one knew it better than our old friend, Dan Greer.
S&M is also your team outfitter for all local schools in whatever sport you play. They have letter jackets for all local high schools. Plus, S&M is your headquarters for Oakley Sunglasses. For all your athletic needs, go to S&M Sports Shop. They're located at 707 South Lafayette Street in Shelby.
All right, we're back on the Witherspoon Insurance pregame show on Thursday night, and we're going to pick our local games here in a second, aren't we, Kevin?
Yeah, we're going to make this quick tonight.
Looks like Kevin's brought in an expert.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Well, Zach, I'll let you. Well,
okay, you don't.
I was going to pull it up on the screen.
Okay, so you have it up there too. Okay.
Yeah, we'll have a screen up here. So, yep, my son's here.
Hey, Bear.
He's 1 year old. It's little Baron. So, hey, you gonna make any noise for the folks? If I put you down, you'll make all kinds of noise. He's just woke up from his nap, guys. So he's ready to go to the baseball park. We're gonna see some ball. We're gonna see ball. Yep. He's looking at all the ball guys behind us and the figurines and everybody. He's gonna find the ball he's gonna want here in a minute. All right, guys, let's pick some games real quick. We'll start on the far right side in the 3A.
Okay.
We'll go to the Hickory Red Tornadoes and the Fred T. Ford Tigers, Zachary.
Hickory Red Tornadoes stay undefeated tonight. I'm going to give them a score of 49-6 over the Ford Tigers.
All right, Dennis, you got Hickory. Does Ford get their first win in a few years?
What are you smoking there, Kevin?
No? You say no?
No, I think I'll go with Hickory in this one, and I'm going to give them a score of 56-0. How's that?
56-0. All right. East Lincoln and North Iredale. Last year, East won 50-7. Zach, who you got?
I'm going to give East Lincoln the win this year. I'm going to give them 42-7 tonight.
East Lincoln and North Iredale. Well, you don't have to be an expert to figure this one out, but I think East Lincoln is considered to be the winner in this one, and it looks to me like, if I can find it here, North Iredale. Sorry, Kevin, I know you want to go.
We got 7 minutes, and let's not worry about the score.
Let's just
pick a winner.
Give me
a
East
winner.
Lincoln. East Lincoln is the winner.
All right, let's go no scores. St. Stephen's last year lost 30-14 against Statesville. Do the Indians beat the Greyhounds tonight, Dennis?
No, this is the Greyhounds' night to run fast.
Same here. Stay undefeated in the conference tonight, Statesville.
All right, so we've got a big game here. How about North Gaston and Kramer? Now, North Gaston needs this win for playoffs seedings, okay?
And therefore, North Gaston will win tonight's game.
Probably. Zach, who you got?
I got North Gaston, much improved this year.
They won 42. They lost at Kramer 42-0 last year.
Big turnaround for them
tells you
this
how
year.
big the turnaround is. Ashbrook tonight, Dennis, hosts Kings Mountain. Kings Mountain won last year 48-14. Does the Green Wave drown the Mountaineers, or does it make it up the mountain?
As much as I would like for that to take place prior to next week, I'm going with the Kings Mountain Mountaineers.
Zach?
Kings Mountain.
Last year, South Point beat Forest View 42-7. Do the Jaguars have anything for the Raiders tonight, Dennis?
No.
Same here. No, it's gonna be a repeat. 42-7.
Repeat for you guys. All right, let's go over to the to Rutherford County, and tonight, RS Central's hosting Cloudland. I don't have anything on the as far as they didn't play each other last year. You got anything odds on that, Dennis? Has anything come on that one?
Well, I can give you a little background. I know that Cloudland is from over in Tennessee.
Yeah.
And let's see what else. RS.
They're 5-3. If that helps you guys out, Zach.
Cloudland gets the win tonight.
Cloudland.
Long drive.
Actually, if I remember correctly, they were picking RS to win that one by 2.
Oh, really?
Wow.
So, Dennis, you want to go with the Hilltoppers?
I'm going with the Hilltoppers.
All right, Dennis goes Hilltoppers. So my son's got him a hat and a ball. He's ready to rock tonight. Brevard host Hendersonville tonight. Last year, let's see. I'll tell you what happened as soon as I get it. Hendersonville won 24-7. Another one of these teams that Zach went from pretty good to drop off here, like Kramer on that end. So, who you got tonight? Hendersonville at Brevard.
I got Brevard tonight.
Dennis?
I'm going to go with Brevard on that one.
Chase hosts Patton. They beat Patton 68-0 last year. Zach, you going the Panthers of
No,
Patton?
I think Chase will still win. I don't think it'll be quite as big.
I will speed that one up. I'll go with Chase.
Chase. How about West Lincoln's at East Burke tonight? Last year in this matchup, the Rebels won 56-12. Dennis, who you got?
I've got West Lincoln tonight. Terry Reinhardt will be very happy with that pick.
Same here, Terry. We got West Lincoln Rebels winning tonight against East Burke.
All right, I've got the Bunker Hill Bears at Newton Conover. They won last year by 11 at home against the Red Devils, 38-27, Dennis.
Sounds about right for this year. I'm going with Bunker Hill.
So the Bunker Hill Bears stay undefeated and in the 4 spot.
Yep. A lot of eyes going to be on that game, I'm sure, but I think Bunker Hill does win that game.
Last year, Bandies and West Caldwell battled it out to a 1-touchdown victory for the Trojans. Trojans and Warriors in West Caldwell. Does West Caldwell get a victory tonight?
No, they do not.
Well, Bandies is favored by 44, so I think I'll go with them.
Ew. Lincoln host the Maiden Blue Devils. Last year in this matchup, Maiden won 35-13, but Lincoln's got a pretty good quarterback. Maiden's maybe down a little bit. Zachary, what you got here?
That's the same thing. Maiden's a little bit down this year. Lincoln is on the uptick. They're going to win. I think they're going to win big tonight.
You're going with who?
Lincoln.
I concur. I'm going with Lincoln by a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
East Rutherford tonight on KTC Brown. Oh, that's tomorrow night, Friday night. Polk County is at East Rutherford tomorrow night. Last year, Polk won 42-9, but this is a different Cavalier team. Wolverines and Cavs. Dennis, who you got in this matchup?
Oh, this is a tough one. I'm going to go with East Rutherford in this one, and a bit of an upset because they've had a great season so far under circumstances. I'm going to give them one more win.
Yep, I'm going with East also. It's going to be a real competitive game, and I think Phillip's going to pull one out.
West Iredell at North Lincoln is Friday night on LincolnCounty.com's Game of the Week here on KTC Broadcasting. Last year, 15-12 Knights over Warriors. This should be another good game. Zachary, who you got in this one?
Knights much improved this year. I think they take the win at home.
I'm going with North Lincoln.
Y'all both go with the Knights over East Gaston. Burns is at Cherryville tonight on YouTube. You can listen on the Burns channel or listen on the Cherryville broadcast on 92.9 FM. And let's see. And then And then so Shelby, is you listen to that one, right? Shelby and East Gaston tonight, WHS 101.5 FM. Who you guys got last year?
Burns?
Shelby won 61-7 over East Gaston.
I think Shelby wins tonight.
I got to see Steve DeGree tomorrow night, so I guess I'm going with Shelby.
All right, guys. We're going to call it a night here. We're going to get off kind of early and get ready. I'm going to play the song away. Remember that tonight's broadcast, again, Burns at Cherryville. You can listen to 92.9 on YouTube. Shelby 101.5. And on both of those games, you listen KTCBroadcasting.com. So Shelby at East Gaston, Burns at Cherryville tonight here on KTCBroadcasting.com. Zach, if you would hit computer for me there.
We in the trenches. You like the water cooler. You be on the benches. Think your team better, but they lack skill. First snap, I lay your backs in the backfield. Your quarterback scared, I see it in his eyes. Sit the receiver in motion, that's just a disguise. My linebackers, they stepping up. Clog the hole, no letting up. Taking on no big blocks. On fourth down, we get big stops. My secondary is balling out. Your offense keeps stalling out. How many yards? Like none at all. Come special teams, don't punt the ball and it's gone. And you never see me fair catch. I get a block and then I'm gone like a Learjet. My helmet on, jersey shining in them Friday night lights. Win, win, we just came to win. Win, win, we just came to win. Friday night lights. Friday night lights. Win, win, we just came to win. Win, we must protect this house. I'm in a huddle talking to the Hawks. We gonna run it down their throat soon as we get the ball. Come out and fire off the ball, we going on one. My skill position so proficient, break for long runs. Come out running that option, that mean I got the option to keep that or pitch that. Defense, they gotta fix that. 4 receivers, we spread them out in the shotgun. Hot reads, I got some. My tight end, so awesome. Touchdowns, I toss some. We score 6 scoreboard, that score 6. Respect the ball, we protect the ball. We don't fumble, no throw picks. I feed my linemen pancakes, so all they blocks are pancakes. Push you around like all night. End of the game, get your handshakes, huh? My helmet on, pass strap tight. My jersey shining in them Friday night lights. Win, win, we just came to win. Win, win, we just came to win. Friday